Hi guys, how you doing? This is Raymond Del Rosario, workwithraymond.com. In this video, I'm going to show you pretty much the questionnaires that you want to do on Facebook. My number one thing that one of the things I want to tell you is if you really want to build this business, you're going to have to do what I said in regards to sending these messages out to get these contacts, and you want to have about 10 to 15 people that you send out messages to on a daily basis. It won't be all 15 that are gonna respond, but they're gonna be probably 3 or 4. So when you have 4 or 5 or whatever every single day, and then you use other strategies to target people and talk to people, you're gonna know how much context you're gonna have on a weekly basis. So if you have 30 contacts a week, that's good. Many marketers today don't do that. They don't have the ability to talk to so many people. So I'm going to teach you what questions you want to ask. Remember I showed you in previous video on how to do the initial contact. Oh, before I forget, make sure you go to my fan page, like my page, and ask questions if you need them, because that way I can know what you need help in and I can help you. Okay, and make sure you comment underneath the video. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is when they ask you, what do you do? Because that's a question they're going to ask you, and I know that's going to happen. If you find somebody that doesn't ask you, what do you do or anything, that means that person doesn't. You don't want to work with somebody like that. You want to work with somebody that really wants to get to know you, has that connection with you, and that wants to work with you. Okay, so what I want to do is right now, this is what you need to do. Okay, they're gonna ask you what do you do, and I have two ways to tell people. I have two different versions. The reason why I have two different versions is because if you talk to a network marketer, you want to tell them something that it's not network marketing. Like I'll give you an example. I say this to network marketers. I think that this is kind of good to say. I help people gain financial freedom with personal development by building a lifestyle and desire they are searching for. I do personal coaching and with others. Anyway, tell me more about you. You could say that. That's a good question to say. When they ask you, what do you do? You can respond with this question. Or you could say, I'm a professional recruiter from a company in Idaho. We actually we are actually looking to expand in, let's say, New York City, in New York. How's the job market going over there? I hear it's starting to get better, but still not great. See, you can say that. They already know, okay, this guy's a recruiter. This guy's probably going to try to recruit me or something. But you're not saying it directly to them. You're saying that, do they know anybody who's, it's not spamming. I've been using more the professional recruiter one, and it has worked for me because a lot of people, when you go and you say, what do you do? When they tell you, what do, you don't want to say, oh, I work for this company, this company, this company, and this is what we do. And then you send them a link. No, you don't want to do that because it's going to get the person disinterested. And the most important thing when you're having these conversations with people, you want to raise their curiosity as much as possible to finding out what it is that you do. That's very important. You want to build rapport, build their curiosity, and get them to get excited. I'm going to tell you right now, real quick, okay? The questions you want to do. So you ask them, what do you do? That's a question number one. Um, I'm going to skip question number two. You don't have to worry about question number two. But you say, what do you do? They're going to tell you. They're going to tell you what they do. You write that down. Then they're going to ask you, what do you do? Sometimes that does happen. So you tell them what you do. And these are the two things you can respond. Um, Next, you want to say, how long have you been doing that? So if they tell you I've been with Visalis, and I do, I work with Visalis or this and that, you tell them, how long have you been doing that for? Or how long have you been, like that? And I'll tell I've been doing it for 3 years. How's it working out for you? How's it been working for you? It's been doing okay. How are you primarily marketing your business? You ask them. They're gonna tell you. Have you had good results with that so far? So if they tell you I blog every day, whatever, you could tell them, can you send me your blog or whatever? You can critique them a little bit, so that way they could hear your expertise a little bit. I don't do that. I just ask them, how's that working out for you? Most likely they're gonna probably say it's working good or not, or it's slow or whatever. You ask them also, have you ever considered, based on the question they ask you when they say they have good results, if they tell you, no, I haven't gotten any good results or whatever, sometimes they lie a lot. A lot of marketers lie. They say they're doing good and they're not. Have you ever considered doing something else, or are you happy where you're at? And then they'll tell you, yeah, or no, whatever response it is. But you continue with the question. You always want to be the one asking the question, because that means you're taking control of the conversation. So then after that, you go and you say, are you working full time as a network marketer, or are you doing it part time and you have a job on the side? And then you could say it like that. You see, I don't have it. I said it differently because you got to be creative. I don't want you guys taking this verbatim and using it, because you might be running into someone I've already prospected to. You want to change it around, make it your own. Make it as it sounds like you, okay? Not scripted. So then from there, this is just for you to have as an example. Then when they tell you, I work at a job and I do this full time, and then I say, why did you? You know what I've actually started doing? I've actually started adding some questions after I asked them about the job thing, and I asked them, why is it that you joined this in the industry? Why did you get involved in network marketing? They'll tell you why and their problem. And then that's when you say, you could say this after that. There's two selections here, guys. I have two options. I have two ways to I say this. It depends on the person I'm talking to. This may or may not be for you. But if I could share with you a way to get better results without interfering time-wise with your current business, will you be open to it? A lot of people say yes to that, to be honest. The other option the other way you could say is, based on what you've shared with me, I think you may want to take a look at what I do. We've helped a lot of people in your situation. I'm not sure if the business is a fit for you, but I think you love the product. You understand? So that's how kind of what you want to do. Then if they say, yeah, well, what is it? They want you to share the link, right? If they're local guys, I'm going to tell you right now at this point, you should get on the phone with them. You could say this. How soon do you think you could take a look at this information? Because you want to make sure they commit. Because you don't want them to say, send me the link and I'll take a look at when I want. No, you want to commit to a time. You want to make sure they tell you. Okay. And then you give them your number. You say, here's my phone number. Give me a call if you have any questions. What's yours, so I know who's calling me. Once you've confirmed with them the time and when they're going to look at it, you could actually, because sometimes they're on Facebook, they could be in front of their computer. They might take a look at it at that moment. So you could also add and say, what's your number? Here's my phone number. Give me a call. If you have any questions, just give me a call so that way I can know who it is calling me. That's why I need your number. And I know you're going to have questions after you review the information. You can say it like that, however you feel is comfortable for you. The idea is I want you to understand that there's a couple of questions you need to start asking your prospects on Facebook. You don't want to lead to the sale. You want to make sure you build a lot of trust and relationship with them. And before you go into these type of questions, make sure you got them to trust you a little bit. Talk about whatever it is at the beginning, and it has to be something connected to them, so that way they could feel comfortable with you. Because for somebody to I get phone numbers all the time to call. Sometimes I even forget to call people because I have so much people to follow up with. But the most important thing, you need to know this. This is very important. As I went through it, you could pause it, you read the video, you could rewind it, whatever you want, but make sure that you understand that there's a series of questions you want to ask your prospects before you do anything. And you could test this out, guys. I mean, it's worked for me. So pretty much this is video number 3 on Facebook training series. And I think this is it. I think these are the 3 videos I wanted to show you. You really don't need anything else from there. I think you got everything set. I will probably do a little training on how to create a fan page. I'm on the fence of doing it because I don't want to go into the technical stuff again. I want to show you how to market as much as possible. And fan page, creating a fan page is not difficult at all, and it's up to you if you want to have a fan page. But the idea is you want to prospect to at least 15 to 20 people a day on Facebook. Do this every day, and you're going to notice how big of a difference your business is going to be in 90 days. Just do this every day for 90 days as a challenge. Do this for 90 days, and you will see how big of a result you're going to get, guys. And you're going to get better as you do this every single day. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment underneath the video, or go on my fan page, and make sure you like my page and subscribe to my channel. And also look at the other trainings I have too as well. Have a great day, okay? Bye bye.